This weekend, Saturday, July 26th at 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm going live on Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it is a platform where you can auction stuff off or buy things through auctions, or even just buy things. They have tons of giveaways and stuff like that. So if you want to join us, you get $15 off if you're a first-time buyer. And this weekend, Saturday, the 26th at 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be going live on there doing a knife auction. I'm also going to be doing a whole bunch of giveaways, and I'm going to start the giveaways like immediately as soon as the show starts. So if you want to join us, click the link in my bio. I have both links for buyers and sellers, because if you want to become a seller on there, you can do that too. Or you can just join us for giveaways. You just got to subscribe to my channel on Whatnot. Like I said, click the link in the bio, sign up so you're already prepared. So when I go live tomorrow, you can join us and potentially win stuff or buy things for a great price. Bang. Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we're going through over 10 knives that you probably don't know about that are also very affordable. These are budget bangers that most people don't know about. And we're gonna start it off with this guy, which is the Explorer by CMB Made Knives. Beautiful plunge grind on this 14C 28N satin drop point blade. Micarta on this one has blue micarta scales, inset clip that has flat screws and reversible, TA hardware all the way around, and it is a crossbar lock with a phenomenal detent, phenomenal action, very, very solid, and also ridiculously smooth, super ergonomic, and again, it's just a banger. So I guess everything will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys want to see more details on any one of these knives. But this one is definitely a great one. Next is the Spear Diggory. Now this one shocked me right off the box, you know, when I first deployed it, because it has incredible action. The flipper tab is up so high and has a great comfortable place to place your finger. I love a harpoon. This is a harpoon drop point, very thinly ground at the edge blade. D2 steel, stone washed finish, G10 scales, great access to the lock bar. Nice and smooth on the drop. It definitely, you know, probably, you know, could use some love, and then it would probably be even smoother. I don't know if I probably haven't oiled it in a little while. Let's see if we can, the detent is a nice big detent too, and I love to see that. I can feel it, so I already know, but I just seen it. Man, that thing is big. Yeah, it's getting a lot smoother. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, she just needed a little love. But yeah, very ergonomic, great choke up spot. You know, T6s, you know, that's my biggest complaint next to the plunge grind. So plunge grind would probably be the biggest. But other than those things, I mean, this is a budget banger 100%, especially if you love flipper knives only. Now this next one I know is a little odd shaped, but this is the Seagull by Tissa Knives. And Tissa, I think they do a good job, especially for the money. And I know this is not going to be everybody's style, but some people are going to love it. And I remember when I first posted it, there were people that thought it was ugly, and then other people were like, damn, I really like that. I even had people, you know, messaging me later on, you know, asking me about it. So this is I believe this is a hollow grind. It feels like a hollow grind. Let me just double check really quick. No, maybe not. I guess it's a flat grind, but it feels very thin behind the edge. The blade shape is just, I love it because it's almost like a glorified letter opener. It has really good ergonomics with a super slim blade. So the way it feels like this, you have so much control over this thin little slim blade. It's almost like a utility blade, but you know, in a drop point fashion. Phenomenal action, great access to the lock bar, stupid smooth for such a light blade. I mean, you don't expect little light blades to be so snappy and so drop shutty. Deep carry wire clip that is reversible, and the blade steel on this one is, what was it, 14C? Yes, 14C 28M blade steel. Great blade steel for this super slim geometry. But yeah, I dig it though. I like it a lot. Next, we got two knives actually from the same company. They're the same price, so I might as well talk about both of them. These are from HIGHTRON Knives, and they're in 14C28N with super slicey blades. Look at how slicey these blades are, and they're full flat grinds. So you talk about, it's like chef knife geometry on a folding pocket knife. Like seriously, phenomenal action. They got crossbar locks that are very well done, well execution for the detent, and the lockup feels really good. Slightly contoured G10 scales, and these are extremely light because the liners only go down to here. So right where those two screws are. So they're like weightless. This one has a reverse flicking hole and the thumb studs, but this one does, I guess yeah, it's just a straight drop, straight clip, whatever you want to call it, straight drop point, straight clip point, whatever. Very, very slicey though, super ergonomic, man. These are, if you want a lightweight slicer that you're not going to spend hardly anything on, that's a good option. Next one is the Real Steel Horus Hard H. And the Real Steel Horus, man, I fell in love with this the first time I opened it up. It's a big knife. Well, it's a large knife, full size, phenomenal ergonomics. I love this blade shape, drop point blade, 14C28N, stone washed finish, great access to the lock bar, and it has a secondary lock on it right there. So you can lock it, you know, if you want to be a little bit tougher, if you're worried about, you know, liner locks being weak, this one actually has a pretty solid lockup with that secondary lock. The thumb stud action is amazing. It has amazing thumb stud action. The detent is perfectly well tuned. Great access to that lock bar. It just drops. I'm not sure if this is on needle bearings or not. It might be. I'm not sure though. But the action just, you know, feels really good. Deep carry clip that is reversible, and you know, you can see how we have what is an Allen or a hex bit head for the hardware. Great reverse flick, great choke up spot. But yeah, just a super solid knife from Real Steel that's very affordable. And then, you know what, I'm gonna bring this one up too. I know this one is not, it's known because it is an older model. They originally had a more, I'm gonna say budget friendly, but it was more expensive because it was a solid aluminum handles, 14C with needle bearings. This one just has regular bearings, but is a lot more affordable. Still using 14C28N, but now we have these blue, denim blue, I want to call, I don't know if it's denim micarta, but I think it's denim micarta. It's definitely just regular micarta. You know what? I think it's just canvas micarta that's blue, but it does have a secondary lock. So if you're not, you know, secure with button locks, this one is pretty solid, and you can, and I'll tell you what, my original version, I beat the hell out of, and it did great. This was one of the original button locks that first came out when nobody else was doing them, and they did it well. Nice and slicey, stone washed blade, beautiful plunge grind, nice choke up spot, super smooth, great reverse flick. And then the clip, while it's not a deep carry clip, this clip works great in and out of the pocket. I like how the liners are a gold color to match everything else. It's stylish, it looks cool. The original didn't have the secondary lock. I don't really mind it because it's right by the button, and you know, I don't really push it, but if you do accidentally push it, it's really easy to just bam, just disengage and close up. So yeah, very, very awesome. This next one I have two versions of. This is the Petrified Fishpate. Now the pate is extremely light, extremely slim, extremely slicey. I love the shape. I love the balance of it. I love how light it is, how slicey it is, how ergonomic it is, but I hate that it doesn't have a pocket clip. But a lot of people take their pocket clips off. This is one of the smoothest, flickiest knives, you know, for thumb stud action that's slim like this. Like it, the thumb studs are placed extremely well. The way they crowned the edge right here, if you look, you can kind of see it, they crowned it. So like to get to those thumb studs, those tiny little thumb studs, you would think these are much bigger thumb studs. I hate little thumb studs. I love these. This one is the wooden version, obviously the carbon fiber version. Man, there's just something special about how smooth that is. Now the blade steel is 14C28N. Once again, we do have a I don't know if this is aluminum or a steel backspacer. It does have TA hardware for the body. Nice little shield right there. Good access to, well, decent access to the lock bar. I'm not gonna say it's like the most amazing access, but it's good. You know, and man, look how smooth it is. You can easily reverse flick off the blade. It's so comfortable though, man. Again, like kind of like the one we were talking about earlier, the manipulation in the hand is like a 10 out of 10 with this guy. And if you like just dropping it in the bottom of your pocket, or maybe possibly you like carrying in a sheath, this might be a good option, especially, you know, since it's so damn lightweight. Speaking of petrified fish, I just want to bring this up because I never show this off and I think it is so cool. This is basically like a camp knife. It is a Scandi grind, but then it also has a micro bevel on the Scandi, so it is just a regular edge. So when you sharpen it, you just sharpen it like a regular knife. But extremely comfortable. It feels super solid. I feel like I could totally baton with this thing. I could probably do a lot. I believe it is a full tang. It just has this, you know, this G10 surrounding it. The sheath fits like a damn glove. So it does have, by the way, a piece of leather running down the edge, so you're not going to be scratching up and dulling your edge on the G10. Super comfortable. You know, the finger hole is not like where you put it all the way in, but that's not how you do it. You do it like this, and you know, you got a regular grip, you got pinch grips. You know, you could roll cut. Great for food processing, breaking down small, wood for fires and things like that. 9CR18 MOV steel, and this is the eel. So the eel, and man, I'm telling you, it's so forward heavy. You got a nice little chopping companion. It's a good companion for camping, hunting, fishing, whatever, even around the house, hell. But I had to bring that one up. And you know what? While we are kind of talking about this, before we get back to the folders, there's something special I got to show you guys. I'm about to put together my top 10 favorite chef knives, kitchen knives video. This is special. This is only like 50 bucks or something, maybe like 40. I think it's less than 50. It's like 45 bucks. And we have one of the best $45 knives I can think of for in the kitchen. VG10 Steel. You can see it is like a it is a sanmai. The handle is really thick, robust G10. I don't know if I've ever felt a chef knife with this thick of a handle, and I mean that in the best kind of way. This is something where if you're working a lot with a knife, wow, you're not going to get fatigued with this guy because it's so comfortable in the way, you know, they have these little angles and stuff. It's like perfect, great size. It's awesome. Very thin geometry, comes with a super sharp edge. Plunge grind, the best that you can get, right? Because it doesn't even have one. This is awesome. I really dig this thing. 45 bucks, guys. 45 bucks. You can't beat this for a proper chef knife. It's full tang, you got red liners, and man, yeah, just absolutely badass all the way around. And it's VG10 steel, which is an incredible steel for, if you want a high quality chef knife, that's where I start. 9CR is, I guess, where I start. So this is even an upgrade from that. So VG10, AUS10, 10CR is a phenomenal kitchen knife steel. I believe it was originally designed in Japan for chef knives, but for like high quality chef knives. Now this next one is by Olton's, but what's cool about this one, I talked about a different one, I talked about this one and a different one the other day, which I'll show here in 1 second. But this comes with obviously a replacement blade, right? And you have 14C28N. So their original one came with 3 blades of 9CR, but it also had a titanium frame. Like you can get this for like 55 bucks or something like that, 54 bucks, and you're getting 3 blades of 9CR18 MOV, the tool, and a titanium frame lock. It's super easy. Just unscrew that. This will pop right off. And I mean, how much easier can you get? I mean, it's very ergonomic. The action is ridiculous. It feels like a high-end action for sure. This is one of the best bang. It's the absolute best bang for your buck knife you can get, especially when you're talking about getting titanium. You're getting 3 blades in 9CR, and you can get replacement blades for $10 a piece. So this one comes with a sheep's foot and a Tonto blade shape. And again, 3 blades, 14C is a little bit more money than the titanium one. You would think that it would cancel itself out with the G10 to the titanium, but regardless, I think this one's a little bit more of like a workhorse type, you know, with the G10 scale, something you could toss around a little bit more. I think you could do the same thing with the titanium one, especially if you're wanting titanium. And also the corrosion resistance of titanium. But this one, stronger lock with a crossbar lock, phenomenal action on the thumb studs, very comfortable with the contoured G10 scales, full liners, deep carry clip that's reversible, and you know, the crossbar is really easy to get to. And the blade, again, you just loosen that up, pop this out, you can switch it out in 15 seconds. So really, really awesome. And I think that these are some of the most affordable and best bang for your buck knives because you get replaceable blades. Also, if you're trying to learn how to sharpen, this is great. I know the plunge grind sucks, but it would be a great one to learn how to sharpen on because, you know, you could always buy new blades, right? So in this video, I wanted to stay away from all the knives we know, all the budget knives we know, all the main name brand ones. I want to go for the ones that are really awesome that don't get enough light. This one is by Cevive, which I know gets a ton of light. Like they're, in my opinion, one of the best budget brands out there. This happens to be one I don't see getting as much attention, but this is the Cevive Merit, and boy, is it slicey. It's like 75 thousandths blade stock thickness. I'm talking about a damn razor blade. Very thin behind the edge. Good access to the liner lock. Could be a little bit better access, I'll be honest, but it's great. Great detent, man. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal detent, very snappy with the thumb studs and the flipper tab. I can get a perfect full grip on it. This one's got the purple micarta, but there is other handle materials. Deep carry clip that's also reversible with flat screws and TA hardware all the way around. And the blade steel on this is 14C28N, so which is perfect because when you're talking about super thin geometry like this, like razor blade thin geometry, that's what it was made for. That's what it's designed for. That's why it has all that damn toughness in it. So phenomenal steel choice for the Merit. I think this is an awesome one. I think this is a great one to learn how to sharpen on as well because of how thin the geometry is. By the way, this is actually what I have in the pocket right now. Now this next one is a little bit more money compared to the rest of them. This one's $100. However, I might be able to get you guys a discount code. If I can, I'll put it on the screen or down in the description, so check it. I might not be able to, but just check it out. This is an absolute banger. 154 cm sheep's foot blade, the perfect executed plunge grind. Look how far back that is. The ergonomics are hand melting. It comes with the carbon fiber micarta scales, which I freaking dig. Great access to the lock bar. Titanium clip that works well, and it has some of the best thumb stud action you could ask for. The detent, look at how early this is. Like, it's so early, which I love. I hate fumbling around on the detent. You're not gonna do that with this. This has a very premium high-end action. I think this is the best thing that Shieldon has done. I've had a few of their knives that were really good, some not so good, but this one is just a home run all the way around. And you know, the price does show that they did put a little bit more effort into it. But yeah, I can't express enough how badass this knife is. Such a great user, man. Utility cuts are going to be great. You got a nice straight edge for slicing. You know, the handle, the way it curves, you know, it fits right in your hand perfectly. I think it's a great size, great shape, great materials. It is a steel liner lock, you know, but it does have, I don't know if these are titanium or not, but that's definitely titanium. T8 hardware all the way around. My goodness. And that beautiful satin finish. So there you guys go. Just a quick list of affordable knives or budget knives that you might not have known about. Hopefully you didn't know about, but they're really awesome and people should start talking about them more. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.